Well, I suppose I should apologize.
Oh, no. I am very sensitive to your past. But unfortunately, we are mortals here.
I'm a girl. Oh, we gotta stop him. Oh, Ernest, don't be angry with me.
Any longer!
Oh, yeah, you'll take it. You'll take everything I have to give. You always have. You're not even a man anymore, and I need a man. A real man, not some drunken, broken-down, flaccid undertaker who is just...
Here. Oh, my gosh. Are you very angry?
It's a lie. God, he still looks like hell.
Where the fuck should I really even start? I got hoes that I'm keeping in the dark. I got my across the street living large. Thinking back to the fact that they dead, thought my raps wasn't facts till they sat with the bars. I got 2 phones, one need a charge. Yeah, they twins, I could tell they ass apart. I got big packs coming on the way. I got big stacks coming out to save. I got Lil Max with me, he the way. It's a big gap between us in the game. In the next life, I'm trying to stay paid. When I die, put my money in the grave. When I die, put my money in the grave. I really gotta put a couple in their place. Really just slapped every nigga in a race. I really might tap, really on my face. Lil CC, let it slap with the bass. I used to save hoes with a mask and a cave. Now I'm like, nah, love, I'm good, go away. Ain't about to die with no money I done gave it. I was on top when that shit meant a lot. Still on top like I'm scared of the drop. Still on top and these niggas wanna swap. Niggas wanna swap like it's lost in the watch. I don't wanna change cause I'm good where I'm at. Montage, so I'm always good where I'm at. Porter Jr., Jazzy, Baby J. Tell them when I die, put my money in a crack.
Couple niggas kill the skull and collect. Nigga, then she on to the next. Really living large, she ain't all with a Mac. When you thinking small in the mall with a rack. Roll with us if you really wanna get it. Go get a $500,000 in a Sprinter. Phone ringing, door big temple. I got the hook up and there really no limit. Dead focus and you get DNA. Ricky Smell is indicated with the 8. Look, it's just another state case. Bury my motherfucking chase, bank time bounce. Gotta count on my allowance. So I gotta rebound it. I nigga dripping like I got $1 zillion. Got the trap jumping like time when I rebound. Then I'm out, and I never talk about it. The homie squad, but we all smoke the loudest. Rich niggas and I'm really being modest. Cause the way I do my deals never treated like an artist. In the house, you could DM my account.
Hello. How is everybody doing? Who is watching Aaron Hernandez? I want to know. Because it's about to get dropped like a bad habit. About to get dropped like a 9-month-old baby because who's watching it? I don't see enough folks in here, but I appreciate the people who are. If you are just getting in here, remember to engage with us in that chat on all platforms, on all channels, and hit that like button. We absolutely love to see it. Yeah, I want to know who's all in here because after this episode, I don't know. I feel like Ryan slowed down a little bit and then him to keep up with the first 2. And if we're not going to keep up with the first 2, I don't know how long I'm going to be able to stay here. Let me see how the girls in the back felt about episode 3. I mean, it was cool, but it didn't take off the way I needed it to. We ain't need to stay in Joel Osteen's church as long as we did. Ashley, what did you think about this episode?
I thought it was clickbait. I thought it was clickbait. Because normally when somebody says pray the gay away, it means they about to go into some sort of conversion therapy. They gonna go to camp. Tim Tebow ain't even know that man was gay. This was all Aaron's self-imposed, I'm gonna do something, which again, it was dry. This was my least favorite episode of the 3 that we've seen thus far. If we're gonna tell this story, we've got to keep the same momentum at least that we had in those first 2 episodes to keep people interested. Because listen, this story is already traumatic. It's already been done several times. He's going to have to inject something fresh and new, I think, to keep people engaged.
Most definitely. I was like, where's the future wife? Where's the girl? I thought we would at least see her this episode. And it was like, oh no, it's a Latinx. All right, I don't know who that is, but Hey, girl. Okay. Hey, Kay with the slice of horror. What did you think about this third episode?
Sometimes it's okay to slow down a little bit. I think they wanted us to, how they want you to feel empathy for the monster sometimes. I think that's what this episode is. I think they wanted us to have a soft spot so that when he actually goes completely heinous, we can remember the times in his life where he was trying to be somebody.
Okay, there is immense static on your end.
Oh.
whole lot of static. Yeah.
Am I still staticky?
No, you're fine now. At first, it was you was about to beatbox or something. I don't know what was happening over there.
Oh Lord. Sometimes it'll be my headset if I don't plug it in all the way. Let me know if I'm staticky.
No, you're fine now. But yeah, it's it wasn't so much like taking a break. There's still a way to not, I don't want it to be all explicit every single episode, but just good pacing and storytelling. I just felt like maybe it slowed down a little bit this episode, but I'm gonna keep watching. But do know, you guys, if we are watching a show and the engagement isn't there, you guys aren't feeling it, or it's slow in the pace area. It's just not something that is worth us going live for weekly. It will be replaced on the calendar with something else, and we will probably come back and do a roundup review of the full season, just one live in particular. But it's a 3 live minimum. If it's not really doing anything tangible up until 3, maybe 4, then yeah, we are going to wrap it up and give y'all a season recap. So just for future notices. But let's get in the episode. We're still here in this one. We're still absolutely here in this one. And we're winning games, and we're playing with the Wizinator. The Wizinator, okay? Aaron is living his best life. He's on campus. He got a little girlfriend. We winning games, doing what we're supposed to do out there on that field. But we are still absolutely having it our way. Nothing has changed. It's still Burger King. I'm still going to smoke as much as I want. And nobody's going to know anything because you can drug test me and I'm going to pass. I was like, look at that contraption. Look at that. That is amazing. Look at this wizardry. It was doing whatever it needed to do in this moment. Ashley, how did you feel when you saw this new girlfriend and him just living his best life on campus?
Maybe, well, this was the girl who wasn't giving him no play the other day at the party. I said, I guess one of them games, listen, she done turned over a new leaf because now she in his house and he's speaking into that box down there. As far I said, if Aaron can come up with a contraption like this, he could have been a contender. He really could have been something out here in this world, maybe engineering wise, because I know he frequents the grown people store and he knows his way around a plastic peen, but this was ingenious, y'all. This was ingenious, and he was getting his little bag. But my thing with Aaron is like, and with any sports star or anyone with like great talent, any adolescent, going into like post-secondary, it's hard when you have carte blanche, free reign. You're on the top of your game. You're not being held accountable for everything. So why can't I go to practice high as a kite? But the girlfriend, I think, is interesting. I hope we get to see more of her. I was hoping for more of her this episode, other than that one, 2 little scenes, because I think it'd be great to see a comparison of how he interacted with his man versus how he interacts with a woman. So hopefully we'll get to see that. But yeah, again, this is a little ingenious contraption. He probably made a couple bags off that,
Absolutely. Like this is genius. This is, especially for 09, it's more things like this now. But this is 09. Like this is really, really, really good. Like when he swiped his hand across that coach's hair, it's like, yep, nope. Her eyes just bloodshot red, just as high as he wanted to be. Like, that's not the play I told you to go out there and run, but it got the job done, didn't it? Yeah. I was like, all right. Hey, how are you feeling about Aaron out there winning them games, being high as hell, and meeting his new girlfriend?
You mean his new cover up? He's got to play the part of the popular football star guy. Like you got to let people know that you can do whatever it is that you want to do. Because what they gonna do if you the star player? They're not gonna kick you off the team. He's like, they need me. They need me. out here in these streets. The streets need me, and in order to give the look of I'm untouchable and people want to be me, I got to find the prettiest girl to have next to me so that people can more give me compliments and prop me up. He's in the I need the validation phase right now. Give me the validation. Tell me I'm good at this. Let everybody know I'm a star. Let everybody know I got the hot girl.
Child, he was Jay when he swiped like not my quaff. I worked all morning on this. Don't you dare touch my damn hair. Have you lost your damn mind? Touching my hair like you've absolutely lost it. And he has like the fact that he is thinking that smoking all this grade A weed is going to suppress his true desires. Baby, it don't work like that. But he trying to smoke the gay away at this moment.
See, that should have been the title of the episode. I thought Urban had a hairpiece. I was like, why did he spaz like that? But he did slap his head off.
He's really into his image now. You remember they were putting the little makeup, the little finishing touches in that second episode? Like, okay, now I'm ready for my close-up. Like, boy, don't touch my hair. It's in place. Do I look? That was one of them. Like, I ain't one of your little friends. Don't put your hands on me. Bathroom rendezvous and getting off the field. Now look at here. This is, we got to put a little salaciousness somewhere. Aaron at this point, along with other undercover brothers on campus, are campus gossip via the news article because somebody has been getting it in secret, and one of them people just happens to maybe be a football player. Aaron feeling some type of way, he got him some little top in the bathroom, but now it's made its way to the field. And the dude down here being aggy with the dress that's played or anybody gay, just get all of the girls like, sit down, sit absolutely down. But he's feeling some type of way, not only from the weed, but just being angry that like, don't even bring that up, don't even throw none of that my way. I'm not gay. I'm not gay. Yes, you are, Aaron, and you are, and it's okay. But just for even saying something like that, along with Coach telling him, you know what, go sit down. Go sit down. I'm gonna put the little second string in place of you because you're doing too much and you're high. Let me show you that we don't need you as much as you maybe think we do. And he gets the whole attitude. Ashley, were you here for the head top in the bathroom?
Heck, and here's the thing. The dude wanted to kiss him in his mouth. Aaron said, not in my mouth. This is Pretty Woman. Listen, I do what I want. I do when. I say when. I say how. So it tickled me. He pushed that head right on down. He said, "No, you're gonna talk on this microphone, sir. That's all we're doing. This is not that." And then, of course, when the paper comes out, no, for real, a married professor, somebody a football player. Who you think it is? And so then we see his wheels turning, and that's when the DL men get super homophobic. And y'all thought I was being funny last time when I said tap 3 times in that bathroom stall, and y'all saw it play out. This was the era. This was the era of the back. And I knew for sure he was going to find some in-house peen. I knew it. I didn't know how, but I knew he was going to stay off them apps. He was going to find some locally. And that's what he did. But yeah, Aaron is just a lunatic at this point. And this is what grabbed Tim's attention. I think when he sees him spaz trying to fight old boy for taking his play, he's like, oh, something's going on with Aaron. I need to intervene. Jesus can help. But yeah, this was a lot.
Kay, how did you feel about the Pretty Woman incident in the bathroom? Well, no, you don't kiss me on my mouth, okay? I don't know you like that. That's reserved for Bay, hometown Bay. You get on the knees, sir. Were you here for the bathroom rendezvous?
This made me think of that one episode of Law and Order, and it might have came out around this time, where they was talking about the football players and the guys that they get together and they do these things, but they're not gay because they have relationships with women. They just have sex with men, and in their mind, that doesn't make them gay. So Aaron is like, no, I'm not. I'm just trying to get, trying to do the thing, but don't call me that. And child, he got real scared when that newspaper article came out. Child, he got to shaking like a stripper.
Aaron said, "Ain't nobody bending me over." So technically, if you want to be technical, I'm actually not that gay. I'm gay, but just this much. Just this much. But yeah, that was absolutely funny. Like, can you be more obvious in the paper? Who you, Aaron? Look here. Our God is an awesome God. I need you to know that.
He reigns.
Our God is an awesome God. The way this felt like a Joel Osteen, come on down. Come on. I was like, all right, how long are we gonna stay here in this house of the Lord? Tim, passes a note, some words of encouragement on it. Aaron, come on down. You're gonna love it. This is a place of healing. This is a place of holiness. It's a place of church where you can find redemption. The Lord can save you. He can help you with whatever you're going through. Now, I thought at this point we were going to leave this here. We weren't going to stay in the realm of this for that much of the episode, but we were here, and he's maybe feeling it. I'm not quite ready to walk up to the altar just yet, but I may be willing to receive the word and try, because if I don't, I'm going to ruin everything I've worked so hard for. Kay, were you here for the house of the Lord?
I ain't gonna lie, this part made me laugh. So I don't know if it was supposed to be like this deep part. All I could think about was I am delivered.
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered.
I'm like, women.
Women.
That's all I could think about. Because I'm like, who are you lying to? Like, I don't believe you. I'm not convinced. I don't know who was convinced, but that's all I could think about was I'm not convinced, Aaron, and that you doing this is going to cause even more of an identity crisis. Because who is it for, Aaron? Who's it for?
Your man said they were doing too much with that sermon. I thought it was just me, because the white church, they was having a good time. Our God is, so y'all better sing in the back with that white band. All right, that white choir. Well, not quite, but you get it. Ashley, were you here for the Lord?
I'm always here for Jesus. Listen, I think that Tebow's efforts were noble. Of course, he didn't know about Aaron's proclivities. I think he just saw a young man who was on the brink of disaster. I will say, I do also think it may have been a little bit of selfishness on Tebow's part. He wanted to get Aaron in line just long enough to win that championship. It's kind of how it was double-edged for me.
Why you had to put that on there?
Because it was true. The coach was like, he's the captain of the team. You got to keep these guys in line. Aaron is our star right now. We got to do what it takes. But I do think that this was noble. He didn't know Aaron was gay at this time. He just thought he was in despair. I will say this, and I want to ask this to the panel.
Underprivileged youth.
Did y'all think that when he passed him that note that Aaron thought something else with the address, meet me here later?
It was like, boy, what? It's the Lord. Oh, my bad. Let me pull that up. It's the Lord.
Like, sir, he looks at you as somebody who came from an underserved community. He was just trying to offer you some charity, and he thought he was getting another offering.
Aaron said, "What?"
Yeah, I thought Aaron was like, yes. I was like, oh, he think he's trying to have a rendezvous. Then it was the church house. He's like, this is not what I expected, Tim.
Oh, church. Oh, the Lord. Okay, we can. I guess I come in here. He did say he frequented church often, with the dad, but before he passed on. But yeah, I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. Okay,
I don't like men no more.
He like women. We cut out the drugs. We pour out our weed. We flush it. We're getting more tattoos. I thought he was gonna have some psalms or something on him, but they zoomed in on it. Some scripture. We got our woman. We reading on the Bible verses on the woes of being a homosexual.
Drugs.
Homosexual. He's trying at this point, putting on airs like this isn't, you are who you are, and he's just really not trying to accept that. But this episode wanted us to know Aaron tried. He tried. It seems like a lot of these episodes want us to know that if maybe this one thing didn't happen, maybe Aaron could have been, whatever. Like, no, these deep thoughts of whatever were there, along with a lot of the images that I don't have here, because we do have him playing in the game, playing quite often in this episode, and then he's kind of out of it and zoning out, and his vision is blurry. So they do make a note to say that it's, that what is it? CTE. Yeah, that CTE is kicking in and still affecting him slowly, and is coming on. But it's that in combination with just Aaron as a whole. It's just not a whole lot. But he's making progress, or he's pretending to. Kane, do you feel like if he would have stuck to the church, you know, maybe if old Tim, if it wasn't, let's just say he wasn't leaving, maybe he would have had a good year, a year or two more years with Tim, stuck to the church, stuck on that straight and narrow, maybe didn't even go home. Would he have stood a better chance of staying on the right path? Because Coach was proud and he was happy to get them. Like, I'm proud of you. He was like, oh, really, Coach? He liked that. He liked that.
So I tried to stop eating carbs for a month, right? Because I'm like pre-diabetic and it's not good for me. I tried to cut it out. Okay. I tried for my health. I lasted 30 days, probably less than that. If you really want something, go out and get it no matter what. It was only a matter of time. And I felt good for myself. The first week was hard. The next couple of weeks, I thought I was doing something like, yay, I cut carbs and stuff. I don't need bread. I don't need these rolls. And then next thing you know, here I am all over again. Now my glucose numbers all up again.
It just felt like something he thought was going to happen overnight. Like, it's just, especially if that's just not who you truly are. Nothing with him was going to happen overnight. And it's a way to like live better and live clean. But at heart, you were still a gay man. So that was never going to go. But being gay and all the other nefarious things that you had going on in life, you still needed a little church. But we couldn't pray this gay away if we wanted to. He liked men. Ding-a-ling. Ashley.
Yeah, no, I don't like Aaron refused to tell the truth. And that I think was going to be his setback in every area. Because if we're honest, being gay was the least of his issues. Like that was the non-factor. The factor is you have these crazy thoughts, you have poor impulse control, you have reckless behavior, you're an addict at this point, like you're getting high daily. Like he had so many things he needed an advocate for. And again, y'all know I love the church. I go to do that. But also get him some therapy, get him a counselor, get him an intervention, because that's really what he needed, and not his mama, not his brother. No one in his life said, Aaron, you're spiraling, you're out of control. And they don't even have to know about all of it, but they know about some of it. You're always in trouble. You need some help. Let me make counseling a mandated requirement for you to be on the team. No one did that. And I will say with this one, which kind of varies from the Monster on Netflix, the other Ryan Murphy project, I feel like this is a complete campaign to humanize Aaron Hernandez versus the other one where you're kind of getting all different perspectives and sides of a crime. This one, it's like they're really trying to make us have compassion, because if they've done nothing else, these first 3 episodes, I really feel for him. I feel like with a different set of surroundings and people in his life, his outcome did not have to be the way that it was.
They were trying to make a football player. They didn't want a fully healthy, well-rounded, well-being person. As long as he was tossing that football, who cares? Who cares if he's crazy?
Yeah, they didn't care. You're muted, Tyra.
I said, it's nothing they can do for him that's going to make me feel any type of sorry for, like, no. There were ways, I mean, I do try to give grace because he is very young at this point, and nobody was in his corner. Nobody cared. Everybody was taking advantage of him, from the coach to the mom to the dad to, a lot of people here. But at some point, he has to take responsibility for this situation. Like, baby, you took some lives. He's being humanized in a major way, and I'm here with it. But no. I'm just glad for what it did for maybe, I guess, the future of football and them taking CTE and certain mental things serious, because this was a very heightened situation. This went far as hell for how big he was as a football star and just his celebrity. Like, this is crazy. Mama's still trash. Trash. You couldn't wait to move that man in. She couldn't wait to move that man in. He's been on the straight and narrow. As soon as he plays and they win that game, and we're going home for break, and as soon as he said, "I'm happy, like, congratulations, I'm so proud of you. Y'all be safe going home," I was like, "Oh Lord, he's going home." I said, "Oh Lord, he's going home. There's nothing there for you." There was at no point in time that Aaron needs to go home, baby. There wasn't nothing there for you. Tell you, bruh, he can come visit you. Y'all can do something there. there was nothing here for you, and I just knew that he was gonna fall off the wagon as soon as he got here. Like, first of all, Mama couldn't wait to move this man in. He's sitting in a chair. First of all, you're trash because I met you through a cousin and family. Y'all sneaking, y'all fighting. Disgusting already. That's disturbing. Then on top of that, it's like, we all doing something. You could come and help us. And I'm way over here till she bring me my plate. First of all, go to hell, sir. Go to hell. This is my dad's chair. It's my dad's house. It's my dad's everything. Have some type of respect. This man really didn't give a damn because look who he's with. She didn't give a damn. She's not trying to honor anything or whatever he stood for. She's glad that man's gone. I've been waiting years for you to die. And she is just, there's no redeeming qualities about her. I try with this lady, but when we're saying stuff like, Mama, you can't be taking any bribes or gifts or anything that I haven't paid for you. Like, I ain't made that money yet. Don't you want me to have nice things? Have I suffered enough? Don't I deserve? You deserve that haircut you got. You don't deserve much. Get out of my face. But this is, he tried to come here and be positive, and we're met with, the boyfriend. Kay, how did you feel about the boyfriend and the mom?
Mom said, my kids are grown. It's time for me to be out here in these streets. Mom is trying to be a hot girl right now. Okay. She said that
hot though.
In her mind, she said that abusive ass man is gone. He out of here. Them boys is out of here. She a whole city girl now. And she and she moved in the city boy.
Well, I'm with that. You could be a city girl. You can be that, at least get with a city man who got some city money. Why you got to get a new truck off my back? Actually,
well, I mean, she didn't exactly upgrade, She was just trying not to be lonely. Okay. She was already creeping. He was already a creep talking to her, and that man was still there. Okay. He's part of the creep squad. And in her mind, these boys out the house, I'ma do me. Okay. I'ma do me. I ain't gotta raise y'all no more. Y'all done. It's done. It's my time now. So just deal with it. And nobody cares if it's trash.
He was mean and surly. Put that on a tombstone. Mean and surly. He can go. Bury him in them ballerinas. I'm surprised he got a proper burial.
Because she don't care nothing about them boys and what they think. In her mind, they grown. This is my life.
Actually, how did you feel? The poor brother's over there. It's like, why did you tell? Because I thought you wouldn't come home. I just want you to come home. I just want to spend some time with my brother. Can you just be here? Ashley, what's up with the mom? What's up with the mom?
Here's my thing with the mama. She don't give a damn about them boys. She never has, clearly, because she knows at the very least, Aaron is volatile. And this could have been a major situation. We know he liked the blickies. We know he's always trying to swing on somebody. This could have been very bad. And my thing is, if I haven't seen my son really since he's 17, since you shipped him away all by himself to a new state, I would want to have the most one-on-one time with him as I could, but you're bringing this man who's got his own energy, talking about this is my house. This ain't your house. She said, this is my house. Girl, barely. No, I don't like her. She's a user. It's all usury. It's really all about what she can get. And don't ruin my day, Aaron. Don't ruin. Everything's about her. The world centers around her. And I could have sworn when you become a parent, it's supposed to be about them kids. It's supposed to be about them kids. And she just don't have it in her. Aside from that, you're bringing this man in to a place he's only ever seen his dad. This was just so disrespectful on so many levels. She could care less about them kids. She could.
She said they grown. In her mind, they ain't kids no more. These grown men.
He wasn't ish, and he wasn't this, and he wasn't that. Why should we all care? We should all be saying hallelujah because ding dong, the witch is dead. Come on in here and say with my new man. Just like, no, regardless of how he treated you or how he treated us, he was still our dad. Can you just have an ounce of respect for, the home or who he was here? Him working, got this house. You ain't know that. I was like, no, not doing that. Sit down. It took me all day. I was cooking all day. I just worked so hard on this meal. Just sit down, Aaron. Just do this for me. Can you not ruin this for me? Girl, that haircut ruined you already.
And the fact that was the mama's real haircut at the time. They do the side by sides. I'm so outdone.
It was. It absolutely was. It was. But yeah, she already out here in the city spending money that he does not even have yet. Terrible.
Looking like a bootleg version of Selena Mama.
Oh, don't even put that on Selena Mama.
Not Selena's. Not my Selena's.
Selena's. Don't put that on Selena. Then we get back to the riffraff and whole engagement. Okay?
Not the riffraff.
The riff raff, street trash. Like, oh my goodness. Is there nobody else living in the state? Nobody anywhere? Nobody for you to talk to, baby? Where? And I was glad when he got the call, but I was like, where are your high school friends? Where's anybody? But as you can see, he doesn't really have any strong family rooted there. I'm not feeling the mom. My dad is gone, and we already know what's popping off at the cousin's house from last episode. But she got, the nothings over there with that weed. He's like, you want to hit this? Like, no, I don't want to hit your weed. She said, I would never hit your weed. Letting us know that there's something in it, which would beg the question of what all drugs he was on, because he has been smoking with this guy for quite some time. You see them smoking, and you saw him smoke. Like, he's lacing his stuff. So it's not just weed. And we ain't acknowledged that yet. We just got Aaron smoking weed at this point. But his stuff is laced. But, we make time to go see our old crew and go see our old man. And they just catching up, and it's hugs and, fingers touches as they pass the red cup, the knocking on the wall 3 times, tap your foot 3 times type of scenarios that I actually be talking about in these bathrooms. They're just happy to see each other. I've been following you. You've been following me. The whole time we've been trying to pray the gay away. We've been back home for 5 minutes. We've already hit the blunt a couple of times. And we are more than willing to fall back into old habits and being with our one true love of our life. If you ask me, I'm engaged. I'm married. I'm about to get married to a woman. She's also in the army. She's like, oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's, congrats. He's like, yeah, I'm falling in. I'm pretend like no. I'm not pretending. Like, everybody here is pretending. I really hate this for the women. I didn't give a damn about none of this. I was like, oh, sis, I don't even know who his woman is, but Lord, you just to not know, like, the deception of you masking who you truly are for appearances is very disgusting. And we do this all the way down to just marriage, possibly children, years of just lying when you know you want a man. Ashley.
I was actually, I don't know if I was so surprised at boyfriend Dennis in this moment, because he's been pretty stand up for the most part. And it's like, no, I'm not going to get down with you, Aaron. Like, I have, a fiance now. It was, to me, what was the most shocking was Aaron's bitter baby mama response. Like, sir, you got a whole woman up at campus. You got a whole girlfriend on him senior year. Like, I mean, but it's all good because you still willing to. You was gonna drop them draws for him that night. He didn't give a darn about any of it. This old crew, this same element. How are they even out of the pinta? I thought they had unalived the girl down in Florida and was going to jail. Did they escape? Like, why am I seeing broke down dude with that do-rag again? Over it. I'm over the Connecticut people. I'm over Aaron and being so. It was like this. It didn't take nothing for him to fall right back in to the old ways. But I do think that this showed us the level of care that he had for his first love, because he was heartbroken. You got a fiance? A fiance?
A fiance. Yes. So you ain't had no plex for Dennis over here being a great pretender about to marry somebody, because I was mad about that.
Because that's problematic in and of itself, but it happens every day, baby. It happens more than what we know. If you let Aaron, baby mama, ex-wife, whatever, talk about it, she says that he was bi. She said he liked women and men, that he put in that same energy with the women folks. So, I mean, the issue for me is always going to be failure to disclose. If that's your life, some women don't mind it. Some women want it. You know what I'm saying? But it's reprehensible not to tell someone your truth about what you've engaged in or what you're currently engaging in. Bringing them into, whatever situations. Absolutely. It's reprehensible.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like the lying and the sneakiness, because most of the time, if you're lying and you're being sneaky and you're being active, a lot of the times it's unprotected. And then we're doing bringing on other challenges that I ain't asked for that. Nobody asked for them problems, sir. Leave that over there with the riffraff. Okay, were you here for the weed smoke in the engagement?
Absolutely not. This is terrible. This is deplorable. Because how dare y'all sit there and be undercover brother, but then y'all trying to, then he got the nerve enough to be trying to meet somebody at the altar. But
It happens every day. Every
it
day.
does. Somebody.
Somebody at the altar.
Oh, somebody that I graduated high school with. Same thing. He went off
Ooh.
into the military, married this one lady that had like 3 kids, and she found out that he was cheating on her with men their whole marriage. It got real messy on Facebook, y'all. This is real.
I just don't understand. Like, why not be? I mean, okay, this is a different time, but it's wrong in any time. But I would think at least now, with how open people are, it's nothing to say like I'm bisexual or I something. Like, there is no way that you should still be moving in life like this. Like, stop lying.
No.
Stop lying.
Thank you.
If you like a little,
Peen on the side.
yeah. And nobody died.
Living your truth.
No, absolutely
the truth
nobody
will set you free.
Lord. Shout out to the 54 people here in this live. We most definitely appreciate that. Let me show you guys some love before we get towards, wrapping up this episode. And we are definitely going to come right back.
Recognize symmetry. Gon' try to injure me. Broke them down chemically. Ain't the number to MC. Talk about hopping I be. Started like Kennedy. Late like a 10 to 3. When I say when I be. Girl save and I keep. Cause it's the 10 to be. Way out like Tennessee. Take me to place called the BK. Without pause or delay. Get run like pin relay. Don't deal with he see she say. Working for no cheap pay. The most that beat play. This is what the streets say. Hey, Mr. DJ. Play that devil Mogan.
Last question. You guys think we'll see Dennis again after this moment?
Mm-hmm.
You think so?
Yeah. By the end of these 10 episodes, yeah, we'll see him again.
It
might be at his wedding. It might be at his wedding.
Oh, girl. Please no. Please no. Oh, that really made me mad. This would really make me mad. Like, after this, there's nothing to say. Like, we're going on and living our separate lives, and we're pretending to be something that we aren't. Go on and do that. Like, we don't need to revisit this again. We don't need to revisit this. Especially at least I can say at least Dennis, which I guess should be. I don't even know if that's commendable that he's lying, but it's still like, I have a fiance, I have a woman, I can't sleep with you. At least he's, committed to the lie. Oh Lord, because he could have just said, "All right, after this one time, this is the last time. Okay, we can't do this anymore." Losing games in faith. After we get to the riffraff street trash and Dennis break our little heart, we come on back. And like Ashley said, Tim was like, hey man, God doesn't want. He's like, maybe God made me like this. Maybe we're here. God doesn't want you to suffer. None of that. He doesn't want that. He knows you're gonna make mistakes. You don't have to be perfect, but we are still trying to win this game. I need you to be level-headed. I need you to be level-headed. I need you to, forgive yourself, forgive you for your sins. It's not gonna happen overnight. Just keep doing the best you can. But we're still trying to win this game, though. We get to losing our faith in all that nonsense, and then we get into this coach. The coach, he on life support. He haven't been a little taxed, about to faint. Every time we lose the game, he's just out of it. But I love how all of his morale comes back after they lose a game. Because when they're winning, he doesn't give a damn. He don't care what's going on. Aaron clearly isn't his favorite, gets on his damn nerves. He's trouble. But when we're winning, it's okay. The moment that we come back from this Thanksgiving break and we are losing, we gonna have a whole heart attack in the hallway. But it wasn't a heart attack. This is all in your mind. This is all anxiety. This is all pressure you're putting on yourself because you're not winning. And then all of a sudden, after all I've done, I do everything for, as if he doesn't treat these players like they're disposable slaves. After everything, and I do this, and I let them go, and I lift them up, and they just go to the NFL, and I'm here stuck left with nothing. You know what? I need to make some shake. I need to make some changes. Actually, were you here for this, Coach?
No. No, 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 no. I'm not here for any of these people who make their money off the backs of these young black and brown boys or boys, period. These young people. It's really gross. You do see coaches that do care, right? And they're invested and they're checking grade. Listen, we saw Remember the Titans. We know what a good coach looks like. This was not a good coach. Now, my question is, what happened? Because they get a call right before the game and he's like, don't tell nobody, thinking that Aaron's going to win the game. They lose it. And then it's like, we got to hurry up and unload Aaron. He can't come back. What happened? Did Aaron commit a crime back in Connecticut that hasn't been revealed yet? Or?
I don't think so. I think, I thought they were going to revisit that before the episode was over and let us know, because I'm sure that they drug tested them and it probably came back that maybe it wasn't just weed. I feel like whatever he smoked with that riffraff was actually lace. And it's just like, oh my God, it's just again with this kid. And it's, it's just not that one drug is going to outweigh the other. I think it's, a drug is a drug. You're not supposed to have anything in your system. But I think he saw that it was more than just weed. Or like Aaron, there's no hope for him. He's getting worse. Then he says, I should have made him stay here for break. But yeah, I thought that's what it was, because they didn't say anything else about it after that.
Yeah, but this fake care, it's feigned. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't care about them kids. His wife don't. We just know she cares about the Bentley and the bags and the house. They're typical. I don't expect anything else from people like this, unfortunately.
I just loved how he tried to rationalize it to himself. I do so much.
No, you don't.
I go through hell.
No, you don't.
I go through hell. Like, it's only affecting you and your health when they're losing. As soon as we're winning, Aaron is your favorite star. Tim is your favorite. All this. Tim's fine. Tim was great, and he wasn't problematic. This is the golden boy. But when we get into this one, if he had won that game, him needing to switch something up, or I got to make a statement, or I got to change, he would have kept him. He would have kept him. But like, you're gonna be problematic and you're losing. Yeah, you got to go. Hey, were you here for? Did you feel bad when the coach clutched his pearls and went down the wall in that hallway?
A good coach actually really cares about their players. Okay, they're a mentor. They're a father figure. They want to see. Am I staticky now?
Let me see. No.
Okay.
I know.
Anyway, a good coach actually cares. Son of a. I'll get some other headphones in just a minute. Anyway, can you hear me step through the static before I switch headsets? This coach did not care about them. A good coach, you have to care about your players to want them to win. They're sometimes a little bit of love, a little bit of mentorship, a little bit of caring goes a long way. This coach cared only about winning and the money. He was not invested in those boys' lives. He was not invested in, are they going to be somebody, how their parents are doing, if they have kids, their grades, nothing. He was not invested in them as a person. He was interested in them as a player. And if your job is nothing but a player and you're not doing your job and your role as a player, he was done after that. He had a whole panic attack because he's seen his whole future flash before him like, oh my God, I'm a loser.
I mean, I'm looking at this comment here from A. I mean, that's what I was assuming. Like, I thought with this episode, which I guess is why I felt like it was slower, that because he committed a lot of heinous acts the whole time that he was there before he went to the NFL. And it just seems like going into the next episode, we're going to be getting into the NFL years. So the fact that we didn't see, like, we saw that one thing, in the bar that time, and the situation with the little weird for us, so I guess too, but that was it. We didn't see anything else. So I didn't know. I'm like, are we going to just not elaborate on those things or express? I don't know. But
it's a puff piece, Tyra, right now. I'm telling you, this is all in his favor. I don't know if he's going to switch it for the second half of the season. I don't know. For
who? There's no redeeming. Like, we've been here and done that. Like, the story of Aaron. The story of Aaron has actually served its purpose in more ways than one. And I think it's been because this isn't even the first. I think the first, it was maybe a show, maybe it was a film. But we don't need this. we don't need this. And I just thought that if he was bringing it to light, he was going to give it a different, breathe new life into it, give it a different narrative. But if we're going to try to paint a picture, he's the last person that needed a picture painted of him. There's nothing redeemable about this situation. It's unfortunate, but we're not going to walk away from this like poor Aaron. Poor thing. Well, we have, prior to Coach clutching his pearls, we have Tim go, you know what? I just think it was a whole lot. You came here, you were young. There's still time to flesh you out, for you to get into yourself, get into this Jesus. Stay on campus, have people rally around you. If you think it's hard now, the NFL is going to be 10 times harder. You probably should stay here, because that's what Tim said. Coach said, there's nothing here for you, Aaron. There's nothing here. And he's telling him, like, I came here, I was 17. At this point, we get in that fourth, we in our 20s now. Like, yeah, you gave all you can give. Not low key, I don't want to deal with you anymore. Mm-hmm. I don't want to deal with you anymore. I can't even bank on you the way that I can bank on Tim, depending on how you're feeling, what you're going through, who you may be on the field with, what you maybe had smoked, what crime you didn't commit, what I may have to cover up for. You know what? I can't take those chances. Those are penitentiary chances. There's nothing left for you here. I've given you all that I got. Kay, do you feel like if he would have stayed in school, or maybe if the coach would have pressed a little bit more with him and gave a little bit more effort, cater to his mental state, that he could have turned out different?
He needed somebody that cared. He needed an anchor, and he didn't have one. Like he was slightly trying to do better in his life. Like at that point, we could see he was hopeful for something better. He wasn't trying. He wasn't trying to do hood rat things with his friends all the time. Okay. At this point, he said, "I think I really see something now. I see what my dad wanted me to be." And I see it as a possibility. And then Coach came in like, I don't know, get somebody else to do it.
I don't blame him though. I'm sorry. you are a lot, but we're not going to act like if the shoe was on the other foot and he had one, or he felt like he was because at this point he was like, I'm starting fresh. I need a whole fresh batch of, which sounds real slavery. I need a whole fresh batch of kids. All of you and your problems, you can go.
Treated them like gremlins. Give me the new batch.
I need a whole, fresh batch. And there's nothing else I can do for you. Like, what is there left? You have nothing left to prove here. Like, what are you talking about? I'm just, I thought maybe, I could graduate. Like, I didn't graduate, high school. I left. Like, no, just go, leave. Ashley?
Yeah, I think this was really sad. And I think this is actually part of what the dad was trying to convey, like the benefit of staying in town in that program, because you were going to be able to finish and he was going to be able to walk him through and guide him through. I think the father saw what was in Aaron better than anybody else. He was an abuser and all that, and that was clear, but he saw what was in Aaron, and it seems he was the only one to keep that demon in control. This made me sad because he was finally to a point where I want to finish something. No, I started with the team. I want to have a championship in college. Would it have changed his outcome? I don't know. Something in Aaron was screaming to escape. Like I said, between the trauma, the abuse, add on the secret lives, the crimes, the drugs, the brain injuries. This was a recipe for disaster, whether he had stayed there in Gainesville or went to the NFL. Now, what I will say, going to the NFL probably sped up his demise. Yeah. I mean, you're out of control. You haven't had any constraints. And now let me give you millions and millions and millions of dollars. Yeah, it was a recipe for disaster. He was not ready.
Yeah, this is definitely, regardless of the CTE or his mental or the homosexuality, this is a cautionary tale just for players and sports overall. And, the worst of the worst, what could happen if you link up with the wrong folks, the wrong coaches, like absolutely nobody was in his corner. What I can say is, I don't know how I feel about the narrative, because it just feels like every episode is going to turn into, well, if this person hadn't failed Aaron, he could have been this. Like, let's not act like Aaron wasn't out here moving the way that he was moving freely all by himself. Yes, he was impressionable. Yes, he was young, but at some point we do have to take responsibility. This is not, 17-year-old Aaron anymore. We are, 4 years removed from that. We moving with him. We're not gonna act like it was everybody else. Everybody wasn't perfect and they played a part, but so did Aaron. He gonna end up in the jail or the Hall of Fame.
Basically.
I'm like, hey, this is, we're proud. He's just happy to be there. You get that award. You're the recipient. I know you're going to be awarded that. What is it? The Mac Award?
Mackey. The
Mackey Award. You're going to get it. Like, this is, I know the type of player and the caliber that you are, but I know what you're not and what I don't want to deal with anymore as a coach. I'm gonna be out here to clap for you along with your family. Now, him receiving this award and saying, it was kind of sad. He was like, I'm gonna do what my dad, and like, yeah, your dad never wanted you to go straight to the NFL or drop. Like, he had a plan and he knows this isn't the plan, but at this point he doesn't have a choice. The coach said, there's nothing left for you here. Like, I don't want you no more. I'm tired, boss. But that's too damn bad. I'm exhausted. Now, the depiction of Mackey here and us being introduced to him, this player, and I took it as they were just trying to show the conditions or the state that this man was in his older age and maybe years of playing ball and being the Mackey, the Hall of Fame, or just being that guy. It kind of, it clearly took a toll on his body and amongst other things, as well as, him being older in age. But we, end up menacingly with that smirk, that omen smirk from Aaron, and we just know that the NFL is just about to be diabolical. Kay, how did you feel about this? And how did you feel about Mr. Mackey down here?
I was just like, he don't know he's being photographed with a monster right next to him. But and the thing is, when the coach said he's either going to make it or end up in prison. If you know this about this young man, why didn't you warn people to say you need to watch that one? He needs some extra help and support because he can go off the deep end real quick.
He didn't care. Because he didn't care enough, Kay. If he cared at all, he wouldn't have just had him out there like he was. There would have been more boundaries set. He would have made it a point to make an example out of him way back when, instead of throwing old Cam Newton to the woods the way he did in that episode. Like, he just never cared. And there is no warning. Like, once he's out of my sight, he's no longer my problem. That's your problem. Y'all deal with him. Crazy. Ashley?
Yeah, I mean, that was accurate. Jail or the Hall of Fame is going to be either one. I was just actually looking up the John Mackey Award, and I guess he has dementia, which can be, CTE can be a cause of that, early onset dementia, actually. So that's what that was. But yeah, again, like I said before, it's a recipe for disaster. I'm going to be available for the NFL draft. Thank you for this award. And I guess what I didn't know, and I guess they're trying to just let us know how accomplished he really was in the space, even though we really haven't gotten to see him on the field. I was honestly hoping this episode we would see more of him actually out there, but maybe this guy doesn't have the prowess.
No, baby. You got to say, don't play.
For them, and can we get some unnecessary roughness, some something okay.
It's not that. We're going to get them after the game. Yeah, we won. And you're not going to see anything.
But yeah, we know it's a recipe. Put $40 million in this young man's hands, and it's over. It's over. He's going to be doing the absolute most.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Like, I'm like, damn, there's nobody in the family was nothing. Like, no. Is there, there's
his brother tried to be, but
there's not even just like that immediate. Like, it wasn't a cousin of a cousin of a friend of a friend. It wasn't nobody nowhere.
A whole line of degenerates.
Well, that's why I was hoping to see. I was hoping to see who becomes the future wife. To see, like, was she some sort of anchor? What role did she play? Because she was here, like, in the sphere around this time. Like, why are we not incorporating her? Why did we meet her? In that first episode or two, and then we're not putting her here, and we're wasting time with a girlfriend that we're clearly not going to see moving forward. I didn't understand that. I expected that when he went back home that we would have them. I don't know. But getting all the way here to the end, because we clearly are going to.
Does she know she's muted? Oh,
Yes, I do.
okay. What's next? Episode 4. What's next, Kay?
Oh my goodness. I need some things to shake. Or this show gonna get shook.
Period.
I need Ryan Murphy to do the Ryan Murphy thing. Now, I mean not the weird Ryan Murphy thing where you hit me with a plot twist and everything go downhill. I need you to hit me with the Ryan Murphy that I seen in the Dahmer series. Okay, I don't want to feel sorry for this man. We're done. We gave him his little just due. Let's see the monster here. Let's show us the downfall of him, because he's already going down. I need you to show us the bad, the dark, and the ugly. That's what I want to see.
I was hoping at 2K, I'm thinking like maybe we're trying to humanize him in these first few episodes, because it's going to get really dark and just terrible later on, to where he's absolutely giving monster, and we want to have that transition, be like, oh my goodness, Aaron. But it better come. Like I'm just hoping that this show wasn't low hanging fruit to produce something and everybody's familiar with it. Let's just, like, if we're not going to actually do anything with it, then let's not do it. Ashley, what are you looking for?
Yeah, the same. Again, I'm over kind of the puff piece part, or like trying, like Kay said, show us the monster. Show us who this person really was, or show us both. But let's not just keep painting it as if he's the perpetual victim, because as of right now, we do feel like, man, nobody was there for him. Man, if this could have been. And I agree with you, Tyra, in that at a certain point, you do have to put your big girl panties on, own up to everything, take responsibility. But in these first couple episodes, he's still really a child. Yeah. And so I hope that we see his maturation in episode 4. Again, I want to see Cheyenne. Is that the baby mama's name? I want to see, because I agree, we should have seen that when he went back home for Thanksgiving. Where was she? I want to see, like I said, how he interacts with men versus how he interacts with her. I want to see those elements, and hopefully they'll do it in episode 4. If not, I mean, Ryan Murphy will catch you at the end.
Yeah, I definitely want to see, because there is definitely like a strong duality with a character like this. Like, he's supposed to be like living like double life. I haven't really seen that yet. I don't want to see the don't kiss me on the mouth, head chopping the back, like that. That's cool or whatever. Or him, he's getting off to some corn or something, like, okay, whatever. Like, I just want to see just really the depths of the kind of man that he was, and just that transition of like day and night. We haven't really seen it yet. It's just, he's just somewhere like floundering in the middle. And I really want to get into that character. And I want to see a man presented. At this point, we 20, 21 years old at this point. I want to see that jump and that transition. It doesn't feel like, because when they said like, oh, just graduation, and it's been 4 years, I was like, this, because at 2009, I was like, it does not feel like there's been a big transition with his character in any kind of way. It's just, it didn't feel like we went anywhere in the story with this full episode. So, like Ashley said, it'll go. It will, most definitely go. But we are definitely trying to stick it out, you guys. We will see what happens in this 4th episode. But if you guys don't see anything here for this particular live, then just know that we will be wrapping it up and doing a season wrap up of the show if they try to play in our face, because we could be giving y'all something else and putting our energy into something that's a bit more entertaining and that has a bit more to give. But what definitely has a whole lot more to give is Kay hitting 1K. Kay has officially hit 1K. At 8 o'clock, we will be right back here to celebrate Kay and get into her journey, because y'all may not know. We know. Yeah, we know all that Kay has been through trying to grow her channel and being on this platform, and how it can be. So this is a very very important day for Kay. And I thought who better to celebrate it with than you guys, and for you guys to be a part of that and just really get into just Kay and how she feels about everything now. Because girl, it's the 1 and a K on the thing. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I
looking at it, waiting for YouTube to take the subs away, how they be doing sometimes.
No.
Okay.
We ain't taking nobody away. When we hit that 1K, we hit that milestone, and we are definitely keeping it. So if you are still here, be sure to get on over there at 8 o'clock and join us to talk about that. We cannot wait to hear what Kay has to say about how she feels, because we don't know. We feel excited, but I want to know how Kay feels. But let me run this good old TV guide to let you guys know what we have coming up. As I said, it will be adjusted as we go along. So if I run the TV guide, next 2 days, and you don't see Aaron Hernandez on there, that means we're probably going to do a solo, singular, live season wrap up of that show. Just so you guys know. We'll be right back. Now, before I exit on off of here, I just want to say go and run up my Welcome to the Dollhouse. I posted a new video, more videos to come. Be on the lookout for my How Stella Got Her Groove Back members only conversation. Not a watch along. We're going to be discussing that movie in depth in all things Winston and him being a whole red flag. And Stella, she should have known better, okay? You don't bring that man home. You leave him on the Jamaican island. And just be on the lookout for that, as well as the additional Ryan Murphy situation with us getting into grotesquerie. The episodes are out already right now, so if you guys want to watch that and catch up, so you can be up to speed by Saturday when we actually discuss that show, to see if we want to keep that one. All these shows on borrowed time. Ashley, you got anything you want to add?
And be looking for the grotesquerie reviews. They will be up either tonight or tomorrow morning. So if you haven't, or if you just wanted some clarity about what you're watching because it's off the chain, be sure just to make sure that you're subscribed. Make sure you have your notification bell on, and just check out the videos tab, because I've uploaded a ton of stuff, you guys.
And Kay?
There I did a review of The Penguin on the channel this week. 2 trailer reaction videos, one for Sinners, the other one for Mr. Crockett. So check those out, and we're gonna be right back real soon. Matter of fact, in about less than 20 minutes.
Yeah, we will definitely be back in 20 minutes. You guys, please roll on over there and help us celebrate Kay and talk to her and get into the feels of actually hitting a whole 1K on her channel. Y'all don't understand. We're gonna make y'all understand by the time we get to talking. We will see y'all in 20 minutes. And if you do not join us, everybody have a good night. Thank y'all.
Good night.
This is for you, my number one. Spotlights, big stage, 50,000 fans screaming it away. Bodyguards, limousines, this is the way I see you in my dreams. Paparazzi flash, 100 pictures all of you hanging on my bedroom wall. I'm a kid again, I feel like 13, but I mean, since we fell in love, girl, I feel superstar, yeah.